Hello, Solex Nation. Welcome to our weekly update. We will start off tonight by talking about what we did last week.
Yeah, we had a post to like and share, and was it comments too?
Yeah, so we had a video of our upcoming Dave Discovery in September of where we're going to be holding it. It's actually a really cool place.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving Point.
Yeah.
Let's tell them a little bit about Thanksgiving Point for those of you that have never been here.
Well, if you've seen the video, you see this great shot from our videographer of a drone shot overhead the Red Barn. I think it's called the Show Barn.
I think it's called the Show Barn.
I keep referring it to the Party Barn. I don't know if I'm trying to imply something for what the event's going to be like.
It's going to be a party.
It's going to be a party. But like everything around it, it's a great area. There's a professional golf course.
Yes.
Just down the street. There's movie theaters. There's
the butterfly exhibit.
Yeah.
Dinosaur museum.
Yep. Some really cool stuff.
Little known fact about Kai, he loves to shop. So his favorite place, the outlets.
Yes. Yeah, there's the outlets. There's also some great car dealerships right close by that I would like
Lots
to
of
shop
restaurants, and it's just a really fun place to come to. So anyway, we got a little sidetracked, but last week we showed a video of this place.
Yeah.
And we asked you to share that video on your Facebook or on your Instagram, and make sure you tag 3 friends and also tag us so we know that you shared it. And your names are in here. So we're going to do a little drawing for
a ticket to the Day of Discovery. That's hello. We're showing the Day of Discovery, so we're giving a ticket away.
Sorry, I kind of sprung that on you.
Yeah, no. I should know this, right? You know this.
You know
I
this.
need to know this.
Okay, so let's figure out who is coming for free.
Okay, who's coming?
Don't look.
Okay, no looking. Lindsay Little. Congratulations, Lindsay. You are coming to Day of Discovery. We got a free ticket for you. You get to see the Party Barn. If you love golfing, there's a golf course, shopping, of course. Maybe we'll go together. You know, that sort of thing. Let's have some fun.
It's going to be great. Congratulations to you, Lindsay. Okay, so now let's also talk about the top enrollers. We have another contest going for the month of July.
Yeah. This is a big one.
This is the big one. Yeah, this is the whole month. So this one is for the airfare and 2 nights in a hotel for Day of Discovery.
Yep.
And it goes to the top enroller for the entire month of July.
Yep.
So every week we're showing who the top enrollers are in alphabetical order, so we don't give away who's actually in the top spot.
Yeah, we kind of make sure everybody is in the running still.
Everyone's in the running.
And so there's a lot of opportunities, so we're going to do it in alphabetical order so nobody feels like, oh, I can't get there.
Yeah.
No, you can. And so we're making it a little bit elusive just to make it
it's more fun.
Too. Yeah.
And the truth is, it's a tight race right now.
Yeah. Yep.
So
it is. So let's go through those names.
All right. July 11th through the 18th, let's talk about who the top enrollers are.
George Grant.
Heather Hoskins.
Julie Malili.
DJ Shirley.
Jessica Zavallos. Okay, so that was a great list. We got some new folks on that list, and some repeat.
Some repeat
list
offenders
makers.
there.
Yeah. Good job, those that are the repeat people, and the newcomers. That's kind of proof. Everybody's in the running. Everybody can make this list, and everybody has a chance at that big giveaway.
So fun.
So what's in store for the call tonight? What are we doing next?
Okay, well, next we're actually going to hear from Nadya Lutz. She is a quantum living advocate from Virginia. We asked her to give us some tips and tricks to share, and we are really impressed. We think she did a great job.
Yeah, I love her take on how she views not just the AO scan technology, but how she views its use and maybe a few tidbits on life in general. I just love how she expresses this. So we hope you enjoy it. Let's hand it over to Nadya. Okay.
Hi. I am super excited today to talk to you about some frequently asked questions that I get. And at the end, I'm going to share my secret Cephii playlist that I listen to every day. And I feel like it's made a huge difference in my life. The first question I get asked a lot is people with or without the device, when you're first sharing a device, people seem to be a little bit overwhelmed because there's so much information. The good news is it's so easy to use. I really suggest people just do one thing a day. And for me, I found, and I suggest people that work with me, is just to do inner voice. It's 2 buttons. Anyone can do 2 buttons, right? You press the little green button at the top, it has a little microphone on it, and you talk for 12 seconds. And then at the bottom is just a little triangle and play. So super easy. You listen to the frequency songs, and it's just easy to do. Not only that, but it calms the central nervous system down. It optimizes your organs and your emotions, and it actually makes me want to do it more because it makes me feel so good. I like to listen to it 1 to 3 times a day. I am rarely just sitting there listening. Occasionally I'll do that if I'm in the sauna or something like that. But usually I'm doing other things with it. I'm answering emails, or I'm reading a book, or I'm doing a dishwasher, cooking, whatever. So it's nice because it doesn't take up a lot of extra time. You can just multitask while you're doing it. The next question I get asked is, how do I learn everything about this scan device? You know, I want to know everything. Where do I go? Well, Solex University is obviously a great place to start. It'll give you a huge base of knowledge to start with. But honestly, I feel like I'm never going to know everything there is to know about this device. There's so much information in here. There's so many things to learn. I feel like it's going to be a lifelong learning process, which I love, because I am just like, I learn every day. I love to learn, and I'm a lifelong learner. And I suggest you do the same. Learn something new every day. If something piques your curiosity, just do a quick Google search, learn a little bit more about it. And what happens when you treat these devices like that is you open this one little door, and there's a rabbit hole that goes down to something else and something else. And before you know it, you've learned a lot. So for example, if you're running it and you don't know anything about the root chakra, I suggest that you do a Google search, learn a little bit about it, and see if you can connect some dots and see what happens. I think at the end of 1 year, you're going to learn a lot of information. The next thing, people contact me and they say, okay, the device is helping, but it's not helping 100%. Or, I'm just not getting enough out of it. So this is where the magic happens, right? You have to dig a little deeper sometimes. You have to find the root cause. When you find the root cause of something, I feel like magic really happens. I'm going to give you an example. Yesterday, I was working with a long-term client, and she came in and she had a pounding headache. I asked her, 1 to 10, how bad is it? And she said, it's about at 8. It's difficult to do anything. So I went ahead and pressed head pressure, Seppi, on her, and we just went about our business, did some other things. And then after a few minutes, I asked her, how's your headache? It's exactly the same. Nothing's happened. Okay. I asked one question, and I was able to dig a little deeper, and we found the root cause. What did you do right before you had the headache? That's the best question to ask. What did you do right before you hurt your back? What did you do right before your stomach started hurting? That's my favorite question to ask. Oh, okay, I was outside in the garden. I was weeding. Bing, big light bulb went off on my head, right? Super hot here in Virginia. I'm questioning, is she dehydrated? Also, lots of flowers are blooming and she's in the grass, she's doing things. Could it be allergies? Could it be pesticides, right? Lots of pesticides in different gardens. So I personally muscle tested her and we found out the root cause. But if you don't know how to muscle test, you could simply have them drink a glass of water, have them press Allergy Plus, see if that works, and see what happens. Usually, if you hit the nail on the head, it will make a huge difference. It may not go from an 8 to a 0, but in my experience, it should go from an 8 to a 2 or an 8 to a 1 at the very least. And if it doesn't go down that low, you haven't hit the root cause. That's just been my experience. So 2 minutes, her headache was gone. Had it not been gone, I would have asked a few more questions, right? It could be hormones, it could be stress. We could look at her adrenals on vitals. We had a big weather front come through, so maybe it was some cranial pressure, lots of different things that it could be. And you just have to dig a little bit deeper. I am going to go ahead and share my screen because I'd like to show you some things here. And I feel like this is where the magic happens, when you get out of your comfort zone, right? It's easy just to press 2 buttons and just go about your business, but when you dig a little bit deeper, you can really have a huge effect when you're dealing with this wonderful device that we have. So leave your comfort zone, learn one thing a day, do one thing a day, and once you get comfortable with that, maybe try doing one new thing a day. If you've never done homeopathy, go ahead and try that, right? If you've never done anything with meridians, dig a little deeper on that, okay? So leave your comfort zone. And then finally, my secret recipe, my secret CEPI playlist. I love Dr. Masaru Emoto's book, The Hidden Message of Water. And I was following I would hold it up, but I always give this book away because I love it so much. So I need to order another copy. I was following my own advice. I was learning one thing a day. I wanted to learn a little bit more about structured water. I had read his book a number of times, but still, I read the book. And what he did basically is he took a glass of water and he taped words to the glass of water. And he taped like anger, love, gratitude, peace, all of these different words. Then he took pipettes and he took a drop and he froze them and he looked at them under the microscope. And the results are fascinating. You have to read this book. What he found that love and gratitude had the most perfect crystalline structures or fractals in them. And when I read this, I immediately thought, oh my goodness, like we're made of approximately 70% water, right? What if we could form these beautiful fractals in our body with our lymph system, with our blood, with all the water in our body? I mean, that's amazing. We can change ourselves at a molecular structure, at a cellular structure. At least this is the way I'm thinking, right? So here is, drum roll, my secret CEPI playlist. My highest vibe, I call it. I start with energetic clearing, then I go to gratitude, then I do love, forgiveness, and gratitude, and then I do love. And after that, I pop on the energetic shield. I play this literally every day. And sometimes I play this in between clients. If I have someone who's, come in and had a lot of pain, I'll run this again just to make sure. I can't tell you what a big difference this little tiny playlist has made. I feel like I'm attracting people into my life that have similar qualities of love, gratitude, and it's just fabulous. I've been doing this walk every day, and this man, I couldn't even get to crack a smile, and I talked to everyone pretty much. So he would just look down immediately. Well, the other day he looked up and he just started talking to me, and he talked to me for 10 minutes. And I honestly think that it's because of this playlist. He just felt that vibe coming to him and he opened up. So I highly suggest going ahead and trying this playlist and seeing what you think. Let me know. With love and gratitude for listening to me ramble on, and also for you changing the world one frequency at a time. Have a great day.
Hello, everyone. We're back again. And you know what? I owe you a big apology. Because last week I told you that on the weekend I was going to have you a new video on the new supplement list, and we did not get that done. But I'm going to make up for it this weekend, because this Friday or Saturday morning you will see a new video. And let me tell you what happened. When we started to look at the supplement library, in fact, I'm even going to go back a little bit further. When we first introduced the quick scan with the supplement library, we had not seen the full scope of where this was going to go and the demand that you in the field would really have for this. And so we started with one concept in mind, and it has mushroomed into a much bigger project. And so we sat down with our engineers and last week and over the weekend, and we decided we really needed to revamp the entire infrastructure of the supplement library to accommodate the quick scan and the easy scan, which we didn't have at that time, and to make it more user friendly for you to put your supplements in and to be able to scan those frequencies against your blueprint frequencies of that day more accurately and more concisely. So that's what we started working on. And so it entails us taking down that whole current structure. Now don't panic, you don't have to re-enter, but we had to take down our infrastructure behind it so we could rebuild it to where it would more seamlessly work with Quick Scan and with the Easy Scan, and then with the normal scans, which right now it doesn't do. And the only way you can evaluate which supplement would resonate with you at the time is if you did a Quick Scan or now an Easy Scan. Well, when we're done with this restructure, you're going to be able to use the supplement library much more completely than you could before. So this weekend, watch for that video. And again, my apologies for being late, but I think you'll like what you're getting in exchange. There's been questions, and I'm going to address these in that video about, well, why does one supplement come up multiple times, or why am I getting so many of this and not enough of this? And it's because the infrastructure wasn't appropriate for the Easy Scan and the way we were trying to make everything work. So again, we'll restructure that and it'll be ready for you this weekend. So watch for that video and we'll go from there. Now, another thing I'd like to talk a little bit about is, you've heard us talk about in the past the big scanner, and some of you don't know anything about what the big scanner was or is, and so I'm going to go a little bit onto that, so bear with me just a minute. We started the AO scanner back in 2008, so what is that, 10, 12 years ago? A while ago, anyway. And it was a scanner that was developed on the technology of the Russians, the Germans, the Spain, and then Asia, and of course, technology here. And over those next 5 to 6 years, that technology became pretty powerful and pretty expensive. We were selling the AO scan and still sell the big AO scan system for $38,500, a very expensive piece of equipment. And it was really only going to clinics or practitioners, chiropractors, doctors that could afford to use it. In our clinic here in Utah, we do the AO scan every day with our clients that come in to go through the center. And a scan here is $200, and then if they want a report, it's another $55. So it's an expensive proposition. A couple years ago, we really felt that the inner voice was so powerful. The inner voice is part of the big scanner, that if we could get that on a handheld device, we could get that out to the masses. Because we felt like if people could control and have a better handle on their emotions, they would need less supplementation, have to go in to see a doctor less. They'd be able to have a better control, because our emotions really do control our physical health. So with that intent in mind, to get the inner voice into the hands of many people, we started at that time to work on putting the inner voice, just the inner voice, on an Android device. And that way people could do their inner voice throughout the day whenever their mood started to change, and to get the balancing frequencies to help get them back into balance and to have a more healthy and happy existence. As we started to work on that, we finally got the inner voice onto a handheld device, and we introduced it in August 2 years ago at a trade show. And it was well received. As we started to put that out, now that the inner voice just by itself on that device was introduced at $1,900 and a monthly fee of $99 a month on top of that for just inner voice. And we sold them, and we sold a lot of them. As we continued to work with this, a couple things happened. technology has continued to get faster, cheaper, and better, which allowed us to rethink our concept of just the inner voice on a mobile device. And we started thinking, well, maybe we can take parts of the vital scan and put that with inner voice so they can get their emotions and take a look at some of their chemistry. Maybe that'd be a little better. And so we started working on adding vitals to that. Vitals is a lot of number crunching. A lot of math has to happen with the frequencies that we pick up from you. We calculate, and it comes back and gives us the numbers, or whether something's in or out. But we were able to do it. And so the next year, we were able to introduce the same device with inner voice with a version of vitals. This got exciting because now more and more people started to see, hey, this is something. And we were able to bring the price down a little bit. We were able to bring it down to about $1,200 instead of $1,900. And the monthly price went up a little bit because we had more cloud expenses, because most of the work is done in the cloud. Well, that showed us that between the technology improvements, the speed in which we were able to do things, that maybe we could start incorporating more and more of the big $38,000 scanner into a handheld device. And last August, 1 year ago, we introduced the beta version of that. And we were able to bring that cost down to about $780 a month. Down to $780 plus a monthly fee. What we have today is so much more than what we had even just last year. You have 90% of the $38,000 scanner in your hand right now, able to do almost everything that the big scanner can do, but in your home, and not at $200 a scan, anytime you need to. And it's getting better and faster, and we will continue to improve it as time goes by. So why am I telling you this? We realize that we all have limited amounts of money that we can spend every month. $150 a month plus the expense of getting the initial device. This isn't chump change. And we're not asking you to dig deeper in your pocket to do this. We're asking you to just reallocate some of the money you're spending. Maybe you don't need as many outdoor meals. Maybe you don't need as many snacks. Maybe sit down and look at your life. How can you change the money that you're already spending and reallocate it? We don't want you to spend more than what you're already spending. Just reallocate what you are spending. Where does this really help you, though? Well, if you have to see a doctor 2 or 3 times less a year, or maybe some of the homeopathic medicines or some of the other things that you've been buying throughout the year, you don't have to buy as many of those. There's other ways that this is helping. And you're able to take care of your whole family. And not just your family, maybe even extended family, or maybe you're a small practitioner. You can use it there as well. So take a look at the technology that's in your hand and look at what it's doing for you in your life. Now, this brings up another question. We've had a few people that have commented that says, I've been using the scanner, been using the ionic bracelets for a period of time, and I haven't seen any difference. My comment to that is, if you're using the scanner and you're using it the way you're supposed to, and you're not seeing any benefit, well, then by all means, stop. Don't use it. If I went to a restaurant and had a lousy meal, I'm not going to go back. If I buy a car and it's a lemon, I'm taking it back. If you're using the scanner and you're not seeing the benefit, then we don't expect you to continue to pay for it. But if you are seeing the benefit, and maybe not for you, but for someone else in your family, take a good look at it. We want this to be an asset to your life, not a liability. The scanner is your roadmap to better health. It is to educate you on things that you can do or stop doing to have a better quality of life, not just for you, but for your family. So for those of you who have found the AOScan mobile unit to be a benefit in your lives, we're grateful. Use it and continue to use it and share it with your friends. And as always, we thank you for the confidence and the faith that you've put into us, and we promise you we will work all that we can to continue to make it better and more. Look for the update this week, and until next week, have a good week. All right, guys, it's been another good call today, and I just found out that I'm doing a Facebook Live.
Do you even know what that is?
No, I don't. But I'm doing one Friday at 1 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Mm-hmm. And it will not be as good as my Wombo, but I'll do my best. So what else?
I think we should revisit that Wombo for a second.
No, we don't.
Everybody loves it. I love it, especially every time.
Okay, what are we doing this week?
I'm going to have to learn that.
Yeah, you're going to have to learn that. Travis, we need to do a giveaway. And why don't you lead us in this one?
Sounds great. Let's do a giveaway for the Facebook Live. So as Loran described, we'll be on there at 1 o'clock on Friday, 1 o'clock Mountain Time. In order to be entered into the giveaway, you need to make a comment during the Facebook Live, or if you log in afterwards, just make a comment on the recording.
Perfect.
What are we giving away?
We're going to give away some Solex branded insoles. Just got these back in stock, and so next week on the call, we'll, from those comments, draw somebody's name, and you'll get the new Solex negative ion insoles. That's not bad.
I think it's great. Guys, have a great weekend. See
Bye.
you on Friday.
Something I can go fast, huh? She keeps trying to leave me.
Okay.
But she can't.
Ready?
Because I follow.
Ready? Can't get rid of it.
Hello, I feel worse than Mr. Rogers. You know that?
You know what? You need a sweater.
I did.
No, you should be.
Just to hide all my tattoos. Yeah.
Wait, take your shoes.